I'm Real Generic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 23, Volume 6, past the halfway mark now. So, this week, I've picked up something, and these are different. We've not had these ones before. Look! First off, though, it's lovely W.H. Smith's tapes. Look at those! W.H. Smith's Blue, when they started going blue. That's when they changed from that horrible orange and brown. God knows why. That was a thing, wasn't it, orange and brown back in the sort of, I guess, the end of the 70s. I guess that was where it was. But anyway, these are C15s, but there's plenty of games here, so let's have a little look. First, we've got Smuggler, which has definitely never appeared on What's on the Tape before. Then we've got Football Manager 2 and The Dictator. The Dictator has definitely appeared before. That's one of those, who's it by? I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically it's sort of a management game. Imagine a historic version of Tropico or something similar, where you're managing a desert island, a Cuba of sorts. And then on this one, again, it's something that's never appeared before, Millionaire, and on the other side, Tradewind. Neither of these have actually appeared on the 20p Arcade Challenge before. So this is going to be quite a nice... This is not quite a 20p Arcade Challenge. What is wrong with you? What's on the tape even? 20p Arcade Challenge. You know what? I've got arcade games on my brain. I've done a video for today on an arcade game, and I think that's what's in my brain right now. Fire Arrow Plus, it's called, and it's quite good, actually. Have a look at the video if you can be bothered. Anyway, so yes, most of these haven't appeared on What's on the Tape before. I know that Dictator has. I don't know if Football Manager 2 has, but I don't think the other ones have. So this is kind of a bit of a new one. It's a fresh one for us. So without further ado, I'm going to start with Smuggler, because it seems obvious that you become a millionaire by the end. So let's start with Smuggler and get that into a tape drive, and we'll have a little look and see what these are. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we're good to go. So we'll go down to Basic, our favourite, and load load speech marks, and we've got Smuggler. Can't remember the name of the company that makes these now. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can see it. I can see it in my head right now, but I can't remember who it is. Oh, what are they called? I want to say Atlantis, because I know Atlantis did a few games. I think they did Tradewind, but Dictator, which is a fantastic game, by the way. I need to own it. And I've got a copy somewhere, but I can't blooming see it. Yes, it's probably in a pile somewhere. But yeah, the Dictator is a fantastic game. I can't remember the name of the company though. I'm looking behind me desperately, searching the shelves for something similar. I've got Conquest there. I'm not sure that's quite the same company, actually, Conquest. But hang on. I'll have a little look and see whether it rings a bell with it. Is it CSS? CSS, is that the one? Well, it's not Conquest, because that's Cheetah Soft. Yeah, it feels like it should be SS. It should be CSS who do it. I'm pretty convinced it is who do these games. These are going to be interesting because they might not have loading screens. They might just be like this, just loading a program in Basic. And do you know what? It's the kind of games that I would have loved back in the day. Definitely would have done. I don't think there's any issue with these kind of games. The original Football Manager. From Kevin Thompson? Kevin Thompson? Yeah, you know who I mean. He still makes it to this day. That was brilliant, and that was Basic as well. So we just love that one, especially because you could break into it and actually change it. It's a bit like the Cascade 50. Everybody hates the Cascade 50, but I actually really love the Cascade 50 because it gave me an excuse to break into the program, alter the graphics, change the gameplay, and alter the game so it were actually significantly better. I had a version of Frogger which had much better graphics on it, and I rather like the Frogger that came with Cassette 50. It's one of those ones that I should do, shouldn't I? I should do a video on Cassette 50, all 50 games realistically, and just sort of play through them all, because they are actually quite They're not bad. I mean, the idea was simple, though. Effectively, they it allowed them to make lots and lots of, sell lots and lots of these cassette 50s. They gave away a free digital watch with them. I remember this in the advert. But they used to be able to sell loads of these cassette 50s because all it was a case of, changing the basics slightly on each one of them so that they were slightly better. No machine code involved in that. I guess the programming time was minimal and they could literally swap it all from one to the other, and, very, very simply indeed. Sort of easy ways of porting the software back in the day. So, yeah, I kind of appreciate the cassette 50. I know, as I say, I know people don't like it, but I did. I quite liked it. It's a bit like the original Horizons. So you got Horizons with the original rubber key Spectrum, and I don't think you got it with the second one, the Plus. I don't think you did. I think it wasn't included, and that's a bit of a travesty in itself because I liked Horizons when I first got my Spectrum. Of course, this is a new time for me. I mean, before that, the only computer that I tried, beyond a few Philips video packs, which aren't really computers, and oh, you are in England. Aha. Anyway, but a few video packs, computers which have a dodgy keyboard and the Atari 2600, and I did play on an Apricot, which I really desperately want an Apricot now, but I can't find them. That was a sort of integrated thing. But those things were the only things I'd got to a computer. So when I got the Horizons tape and you stuck it in and you went through the Horizons tape and you loaded it up and it taught you how the keys pressed and how it worked for programming. Do you know, I used to write demos back in the day. I used to spend ages writing demos, just long strings of things to make the screen flash or to play some music or to produce a graphical display or draw a circle or something like that. I used to love doing that. Anyway, Smuggler. Move and store goods, buy goods, sell goods, buy boat, sell boat, visit bank or print trading accounts and status, set sail, save, concede and restart, list rules. Number 9 then. Smuggler is a game of high adventure. To succeed, you require a rare blend of skill, luck and daring. Your objective is to earn 250,000 in as few trading days as possible. Right. Starting point. Level 1 class, cash in hand. Level 5, massive cash in hand. So we do press the key to continue. Buying sell boats. Range of boats from class 1 to 5. Alright, it depends how much they can carry. Okay. Setting sail. Last things. Sailing. That green is dreadful. I'm going blind. I've been irradiated. I've turned into the Incredible Hulk where I'm sitting in front of the screen. Literally, it's reflecting off my entire body. Yes. Gale force winds can run you to ground. Beware of pirates. Sheltering from high winds can cause delay. Risking may loss of cargo. Right, okay. You may smuggle or pay duty. Duty is 10% of the cargo cost. If you smuggle, you may get away with it. If you're caught, you may wish quietly surrender, suffer the penalties, or if you choose to bribe the men. Yeah, okay. Wait and see. Commodity prices. Each commodity fixed range, blah, blah, blah. Goods brought in the port warehouses, blah, blah, blah. Price ranges. Tools. Would you like to print it? No, I don't. Alright, okay, so these are the places you can go. Okay. So I'm in England at the moment. And tools 5, I think. Paying your men. Your men are paid £1 per day, and length of the voyage, including... Yeah, okay. 5-man crew. There's a lot to this, you know. This reminds me of Pirates back in the day. Do you remember Pirates from Sid Meier? Sid Meier's Pirates. This is one of these things, you know, when you... I know that there's this thing, isn't there, about it must raise in value to some extent. It really annoys me. I really want the original Sid Meier's CGA version, the computer graphics array version, CGA version of Pirates. You can get it from GOG, but I kind of want the box because I really loved it. I got it back in the day and I put it on my PC at home, and I had to run from a single 720k floppy disk, and it was phenomenal. It was one of the greatest games I've ever played, and even in CGA, it played absolutely like a dream on a 286 computer, and it was brilliant, and I loved it. And I'll be honest. Oh, you can recover by go to 100. Oh, that's nice. At least you know you can break the game. Right, okay, so I want to buy a boat. 3. You already have a boat. You must sell your class 1 boat before you can buy another. Okay. So I want to, 1, buy some goods. Tools are quite inexpensive here, so let's buy some tools. 1. How many do you want to buy? You can afford 111 cases. That's quite nicely. It works out the calculation for you. If I've got 5 men on board, it's going to cost me 50 in sailing for 1 day if I go to France and flog them there. Let's buy 75 to be safe. I have 75 in it. Which commodity or 0 to quit? 0. Okay. I want to set sail. 6. You are in England, and I want to go to France, which is D. A D. 2. 2 even. 2 for France. Look, 2 for France. I'm travelling. They want remaining cash. Voyage, maintenance, duty, wages. Wages was 5. Remaining cash. Wish to continue. Yes. Voyage to England to France. Forecast. Can endure. Continue with voyage. I can endure the wind. Your voyage progressing well. The wind is blowing at force 1. That's fine. You're near France. Do you intend to smuggle your cargo? Pay duty 1. I think I've got 0. I don't think I've put the stuff on. No, I didn't put things on board my ship. So, I literally didn't put things on it. How do I load things onto my ship? Can I sell? No, I've nothing. It's in the warehouse. Blabbing heck. Oh, but the perfume's cheap. Let's buy some perfume. 2. How much perfume would you like to buy? Oh, I'm trying to sell. Let's buy 1. Let's buy perfume 2. I can buy 11 cases. Let's buy 5 cases. Right, they're in the warehouse now. What do I do with the warehouse? Right, move goods and stores. 0. You can move. So, choose 2. Five. You can move it to a cave to hide it away so nobody knows it's in a cave. How brilliant is that? Let's move it to my hold. Hold to warehouse. Warehouse to hold 6. Moving. Right. 0 to quit. Right, I've now got it on board. Now I want to set sail. So I need to press 6. I know I'm in France. Number 1. I'm enjoying this. I need a copy of this if I don't have it. Repairs, maintenance. Oh. Gonna continue. I'm bankrupt. That's my own fault. Right. What am I doing? I visit bank. 5. I want to borrow money. 1. Oh. I can't borrow money. Concede and reset, because I got it wrong to begin with. Let's do that. I lost. Get a bit of music for losing. I quite like this. Do, 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 do. Can I press 1 for starting in England again, please? Do do do. There you go. CSS Smuggler. Case Computer Simulations Limited. That's the one I was trying to say before. I'm a novice. Number 1. Processing. Sorry. Proceeding. Right. Let's buy some goods. Let's do this right first. I remember. Buy some goods. The tools are quite expensive, but that's fine. I want to buy some tools. Number 1. I can own 71 crates. I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to buy 20 because I think there's a max that I can carry. So I bought 20 crates of tools. 0. Quit. Now I need to move the tools. 0. I need to move number 1. Can I move all 20? I don't know if I can. To hold. 6. Yep, I can. 0. Quit. Set sail. 6. And then we're off to number 2. Quite like this. There's my voyage. Just continue. Yes, I do. It's day's voyage. Oh, forecast. Got to put into safe harbour. 1 day delay. That's going to cost me some money. Continue voyage. Quite like that as well. And I should land in France now. I'll pay the duty. That could be a little bit of money here. In excise duty. Okay, that's fine. Now I want to sell the goods. 2. I have to move to my warehouse first. 0, which is very weird. 0. 1. 20. Move from hold to warehouse. 2. 0. 2. Sell goods. This, you know, these kind of things. These are the kind of games that really I kind of like. These ones. I like these kind of ones that work like this. Let's buy that. Excellent. So I now have 2,000. I've just made 2,000 whatever else in cash. That is excellent. That's excellent news. So now we've got perfume, which we can buy. So let's buy this. I just want to do this once because I want to see how it works. I think it's brilliant. I need a copy now. I desperately need a copy. 2. And I want how many can I buy? I'm gonna buy. Do you think I can carry 100? I think I can carry 100. I'm gonna go with 100. 0. Then I need to move the goods from a warehouse to my hold. 2. 100. From warehouse to hold. 6. I can carry 100. 6 to set sail. We'll go back to England because England loves perfume, especially French perfume, it seems. Number 1. What? Hang on. Oh, I didn't take into account that. Oh, that's good, though. I like that. Let's carry on, though. Let's see what's on the other side of the tape. Because otherwise I'll be here all day. Because that was blooming brilliant. I loved it. Let's go see what's on the other side of the tape. This should be Football Manager 2, and then followed by Dictator. CSS. There was a batch of these out recently that they're worth quite... There's quite a lot of these games from CSS. And I've got to admit, first off, I like the cover style. They've got this very 70s sort of. It's like a black outline with it's like a graphic designer's got hold of it rather than a game cover designer. If that makes sense, somebody who's is likely to sell you domestic products rather than oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, there we go. It's gone now. It's like something's been overwritten. That's weird what's going on there. Some weird noises going on. I'll let it go. Football Manager 2. Big fan of Championship. Stop the tape. Coming soon. Hot shots from another addictive games. Alright, okay. This game is called Hot Shot. It's different from Prism says it's totally addictive, and the panel do agree. Here are some of the comments. Space to continue. It's great. I did not realise how much there was in it. Bill Kelsey from Newcastle. John McGregor. Hard game to master. Lots of... Alright, okay, fine. Customers Games and Testers say Hot Shot is a fantastic game, and you would play it for many good games like Football Manager. This is in the same league Hot Shots has. Right, okay, fine. My God, what's this all about? I'll start the tape. That's weird. That's so weird. What a weird loader. This is very weird. Hot Shots. It says Football Manager 2 when it was low. I don't know. I suppose the pausing of the tape would be annoying if you're trying to make a special backup of this. Maybe. Oh, coffee is good. I hope you've got a beverage. I, as usual, have my usual coffee. Love coffee. There we go. Football Manager 2 coming on beautifully. Working lovely as we expected. It's just loaded as it does the right way. Not brilliant. Not brilliant. Right. Okay. Let's. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be one of them that's not going to work very well. Let's see if we can find the dictator while we're looking for while we'll try and get that one work. And I'll have a little look on PlayZX. I might not be on PlayZX, in fairness. I don't think I've got Football Manager 2. I definitely got Football Manager 1. I'm not sure I've got 2. You ever play Football Manager? Do you know so? It's very apt, considering we're in the middle of the Euros at the moment. And then, of course, next week we've got tennis starting in the UK. Wimbledon week. I like a bit of Wimbledon. I think I've said this before. I quite like a little bit of to be fair, I liked it better when the rackets weren't so highly strung and that you can hit the ball at 140 miles per hour. I liked it where they had to have rallies for 5 or 6 hours. It's absolutely horrendous for the poor players, but fantastic if you're a viewer. You know, that being able to out-endure your opponent was brilliant. The side of the tape is dreadful. This could be Dictator, though. I'll see if I can find on PlayZX. Oh, wrong thing. Break. Load code. This is a good game. This is honestly, this is like being Fidel Castro, I guess, or maybe not Fidel Castro. Let me think of a better dictator than that. Well, to be fair, they're all dictators, aren't they? And you've got Fidel Castro. What's he called? The North Korean guy? The Kim Jong-un, whatever he's called. Oh, I'm having a bad time now with this tape. To be fair, do you hear how rotten it is? There's terrible chunks in there. Right, let's take that one out. Let's have a quick look on the PlayZX and see if we can actually find these things. So let's start with... What was it? Football Manager 2, wasn't it? Football Manager search. For Football. Not football. That's completely different. Manager 2? Oh my god, it's there. It's there. There's a re-release as well. Let's pop this in. Let's do this. There's a re-release of it. There's an expanded version as well. Oh, pardon me. A little tickle there. A little tickle. A little cough. There's an expanded version here. Let's just hope it doesn't require that stopping as it went along there. Let's have a little look. No. 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 That one. Done. Play. If it needs to be paused, I'm holding my phone just in case. PlayZX details in the description below. If you've not been here before on the website, on YouTube. Have you not been to YouTube before? If you've not been to YouTube before, it's a place where people come to create their own films and TV shows and talk about their hobbies and all these random things. But you never knew that was what YouTube was all about. It's like OnlyFans, but with more clothing. Apparently there's less clothing on it nowadays than there ever has been. I didn't even know that. Yes, what the funny thing is, these companies are like, yeah, we don't want you to have nudie peoples on them, but at the same time they're like, oh, it brings views to our channel and advertising, so we'll kind of sort of half, not really, will, no, maybe won't, I don't know, turn a blind eye to it. Yeah. If it helps, I could do the entire rest of the episode topless. I won't be doing the rest of the episode topless, because you won't be able to see. So there's the point, Football Manager 2. I really do want to write a football management game of my own, I do. I think that it would be fun to do something, but I kind of want to do it about like Sunday League players or something like that. Like Trev the Plumber or something like that, where we've got a Sunday League thing. I'd like to do a management game. Really would. The thing about it is, time is the killer, isn't it? That's the one thing we all wish we had. We all say we want money, but actually, what money gives you is time. Time to do things that you want to do. So yes, we could all want money, but at the same time, time is the big thing we want. I mean, I at one point, I think definitely during all of this, during early days of What's to the Tape as well. I was working a lot less. I was working 4 days a week. For a lot less money, and it was glorious. It was wonderful to have time back. 3 days a week off. So you'd Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Brilliant, lovely. If you could afford to do it, it was great. In this day and age now, I can't afford to do it. And we're only talking like 10 years ago that I was doing this. So 2014 was a time when I could take more time and ask for more time from my workplace. Nowadays you can't do it. I did see a little amusing sort of, you do get these amusing things that pop up on sort of things like Facebook and all this kind of stuff, and you got to take them all with a pinch of salt, because that's the important thing. But what popped up was somebody with about 4 laptops or something like that, or 10 laptops or something like that, and saying that they worked out that working remotely meant that they only worked about 2 or 3 hours a whole week. So they basically took 11 jobs so that they could have, £1 million worth of wages a year. I don't sure that really works like that, I like the theory that you don't work very much if you work from home. I think you do. I think it's like any job, realistically. It depends who you work for, what you work for. I'm quite sure that if you work for a commercial business that is private and makes its money from sort of what you sell or what your services you sell, they will very much be on what you're doing. Whereas if you work for, I guess, a government organisation that doesn't, sometimes they go a little bit unchecked. I have to admit, I worked in one myself, and realistically, being experienced and doing a great job was no more or no less rewarded than that of those who didn't actually bother to put any effort in at all. They still got rewarded because of the way that the system works, because there was a fear amongst HR not to provide them with their next pay increment. Personally, I would have been a lot harsher, but that's just history, and it sounds bitter, but it's not. It really isn't. Actually, the best thing that ever happened to me was ending up in the private sector again, and it's nice. I like it. I like the private sector because at least you know how people are thinking to some extent. You know, they're dominated by one factor, which is making sure that they make the necessary sales or service sales that they have to sort of drive their businesses, and that's how it works. You know, what savings they can make, if they can make any. Nowadays, it's very hard to make any kind of savings. You just have to be fair with what you're doing. I think that's finished. Okay. Oh, right. 2. Manage this team. How do I move? Well, I'm not managing any of these teams thus far. I'm going to put the joystick in. Hang on a second. I never expected this to be a joystick game, actually. I've got a cruiser joystick with a converter on it. It's always quite useful. These converters are fantastic. So basically, Sinclair in their wisdom, never understood this one. Rewired the way that the plug sockets went on the those Atari 9-pin connectors. Thus, actually making them completely useless in the sense of that you had to have some kind of converter to do anything. No, who do I want to be? Do I want to be Norwich? Wimbledon don't exist anymore. Choose a team. What colour do we want to be? Yes. Okay, sponsorship. Major bank else has offered 29,000. Management rating. Yeah, I'll accept the offer. Bank balance has gone up a little bit of money. I'm for rent. Easy. Fire. Management rating. Save and load game. No. Do I get to play this? Prism Leisure Corporation. Oh, right, okay. I guess I put him up front. Where am I choosing these players to go in my team? He's on the bench, I think. I don't know what to do here. I'm going up and down. Right, yeah, I've done all those players on there. Okay, fire to quit. What's happening? Well, that went well, didn't it? I'm rather enjoyed that. I had no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely none. And I can't press left and right. Oh, hang on, can I? What happened there? It all flashed. Let's take everybody off. There we go. Fire to quit. Oh. Ah! Oh, God, right. I get it now. I'm totally getting it wrong. This is like positions. I've got it now. There. 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 Have I put enough players on? Right. Left and right here is not working. You can hear me. You can actually hear my brain ticking with this. I don't know what I'm doing or what is going on. Yeah, that's worked really badly. Let's restart and see what else we could find on here. I have no idea how that worked. I'm sure if you had the manual for it, you'd know exactly what we needed to do, but we don't. So dictator. Dictator. DK-tronics, this one. Not what I thought it was. There's another one by ABC Software. I wonder if that's the same people. Let's see. We might as well while we're here. We'll have a little look because we've got 2 more games to do. We've got Millionaire, and we've got what's on the inside? Trade Winds. It's been an interesting tape, this one. I've enjoyed this. I do like. I'd say I'm a bit of a sucker for management games, especially if they grab me. Some games don't, but these are definitely better than I thought they were going to be, and they do grab me in a sort of I don't know the right way. They're interesting and they're fun. Very interesting and very fun, and that's an interesting loading screen. I wouldn't call that much of a loading screen. This week there's no loading screens. So when people look at this, there's just going to be text on the screen. It's like that. What was that one, the way you played the rock and roll thing? It was the one where there was Vampire Dracula's Tomb, which was brilliant, by the way. I love Dracula's Tomb. That was excellent fun, that was. But of course it's now spoiled nowadays because with a mobile phone you can take a picture of the maze because it gives you like a once before it starts. Back in the day, the closest you get is Polaroid camera. Would you actually use a Polaroid camera to take a picture of that? Very undoubtful. And then you can use it to sneak through the maze and wrongly, So yeah, quite kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, but this is good. This is a good game. This is as I say, this is I guess the forerunner to Tropico, which is a good series by Calypso Software. And I do recommend that one if you have a little look for that. They're still making them to this day. They've got some that go back to the early 2000s. PC game. I think it went to the console eventually. But yeah, it's a PC game, and you basically run a little island dictatorship. It's like playing like Just Cause. Do you remember Just Cause? Do you remember the thing about Just Cause? I remember about Just Cause. Just Cause came out on the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. It was one of the first games to come out on it. And it obviously was created originally for the original Xbox. And it was quite amazing how big that island was for an open world experience. I quite enjoyed those ones because it was also about blowing stuff up, which is always good. Blowing stuff up is really good. It was about blowing stuff up, and it was about taking down dictatorships. Of course, you were CIA. So you were in the thing, and they had strange names, and they had weird and wonderful dictatorship behaviour, that kind of thing. The thing that always struck me, though, is by the time I got to 3, which one I've got on the PC, I quite like 3. By the time you get to 3, though, the island looks very, very settled for a place that's meant to be this dreadful sort of, dictatorship. It looks really, really kind of nice. Written by Don Priestley, who sounds like he should have been in a band. Dictator. I love it. become the dictator of the Republic. Press any key to become dictator. I'm pressing keys. The best dictator of our beloved country of Timber is a final rating of 0. Press any key. Police reports are free. We have £1 million in the treasury at the moment. Monthly cost of 60k. Right, okay. So you basically have to you get a police report. Strength of the army. Popularity of the army's high. The guerrillas don't like us. But strength of revolution 10. So we've got to be better than a 10. Month 1. Increase the pay of the troops. Advice? Yes. Your popularity with the army is +4. The strength of the army is +2. Yes, go on then. That's a bit more money. Secret police report. No, I don't want that. Please a group. Please all groups. Improve your chances. Improve my chances. That's just escape, by the way. Increase your... Buy an escape helicopter. Yes, 3. No, I don't want advice on it. Yes. I bought an escape helicopter so I could get away, basically. No, I don't want the secret police report. Month 2. Build a large irrigation system. Yes. No, I don't want advice. Yes. This means the farmers will be happy. It's taking a chunk of money, that, but we're alright. Secret police report. Yeah, go on then. Let's have a look at this. Still, my strength's not quite there. Popularity. Peasants quite like me. The Americans quite like me. The Russians quite like me. Strengths. Got no American strength here, so let's have a little look. Please a group. Let's please a group. Make army chief vice president. Workers. Let's give the workers some free health because I'm a nice dictator. Lose some with the armies and the guerrillas. That's fine. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yes. Some free health for them. Press key. No, I don't want the special report. Request from presence. Stop Leftonian immigration workers. Peasants, landowners and Leftonians. No money involved. Yes, let's do it. And it just goes on and on and on like this, but it's blooming brilliant. You can. Let's raise some cash for. Let's nationalise the business of the Leftonians. And that's not how you pronounce it. Is it? Leftonians? Tonians. Yes. We'll have some cash. Thank you. It's a really good game until obviously things start going wrong and people are a bit upset and all this kind of stuff. But if you look, you're looking at strength now. The revolution's stronger. It's bad for me. You know, they fell out with me. Newsflash. Uh-oh. What's the newsflash? Army accident. I missed it. I missed what he said. Something blew up, I think. Conscription. You can see the advice for this. More strength from the army, but less strength from the other things. No, I'm not going to ask for it. No. No conscription. Threat of war with Leftonia. Your popularity will rise. I've got a threat of war. Let me improve my chances. Number 3. What I'd like to do is put some money in the Swiss bank account. Has been transferred. Just shifted a little bit of cash over there into my Swiss bank account just in case, you know, of the bad times. I need to get some other things up. Oh. Landowners want to stop the unitary using land. Yeah, it's great. Honestly, I can't. You know, I could go on for hours with this. It's just brilliant. It's a lot of fun. These are management games. Back in the day, they were well thought out and quite well designed. I'm sure there was plenty of tricks to get around them eventually, but they were well thought out and they were well designed. I rather enjoyed playing them back in the day. It was really good. Anyway, what we got now? We've got Millionaire now. This is one I've not played before. I've got this. This has a very 80s cover on it. It's got a very sort of, you know, it's got sort of sports cars and men in sunglasses, mirrored sunglasses, of course, because they were the thing, weren't they? Remember mirrored sunglasses? I think they're still probably worn by those, what they called, those ladies. What they called? The ones with the large behinds. Kardashians, that's the ones. They still wear mirrored glasses, don't they? They still do that. They're still into it. They haven't left the 80s, maybe. Don't do that. Load. There we go. A quick rewind. Probably hasn't been loaded in 40 years. That's the thing. 40 years. Can you believe that? Just drinking coffee. I'm just having a go of coffee. I love coffee. Coffee is very, very good. It's great for you. I was trying to do a sort of, not the longest of videos this week because I've been very busy. I did a lot of driving this week, and you know, probably a couple of 1,000 miles of driving. It's a lot of driving for me for an average week. I don't drive for a living, so it was a lot of driving, and it was a lot of ins and outs of places I've not been to, and you know what that's like. It's quite difficult. Incentive Software Millionaire. It's quite nice to see a loading screen. We've not seen one of those in ages. These are the same people, I think, who did Mooncrester. I think. Quite surprising, really. Quite surprising. I've been left alone today. It's been quite nice, actually. I'm busy doing my videos here, but I've been left alone. My wife and son have gone outside to the to sit in the garden in the compact summer house. It's big enough to fit a small sofa in and a TV attached to the wall, so that she can watch the television or watch some videos. And they've gone out there, and my son has turned it into a sauna because he refuses to have the door open, even though it's nice and sunny today. So I think they're currently sweating in there. They'll be a lot slimmer by the time they come in, and they're sweating away in the sauna. I might take out some bricks later and some stones and some water to pour on it so they can get a good steam on inside the room, because it probably is cooking right now. The dog's in there, of course, as well, because the dog's stupid. The dog will be lying there with its tongue hanging out its mouth, looking at the ceiling, going, "Wow!" You know, I'm just, yeah, just. Have you'll know the thing if you're a dog owner, you know the thing. Cats do the same, by the way, but they're not quite as so obvious about it. Cats will go lie in the sun until they're so hot that they even stick their tongue out. But the dog will go lie in the sun. It'll be like panting away, rolling on its back, going, "Why am I cooking?" It's because you're lying in the sun, in the window, you stupid animal. But I like it. Yeah, but it's hot. Oh, it's crashed. I'm not happy with that. Right, let's find it on the Let's see if we can break that. Is it gonna? No, it's gonna do that. It's not really start properly. Let's put this tape in here. Let's put this on here. Let's go find millionaire. Nowadays, of course, it would be billionaire. Yeah. There's a Curry's release, and there's a release by Richard Francis Alwas. Or something similar. Not sure that's his name. Although I've pronounced it correctly, but there is one. It's very quick loading, the little one, so I'm going to assume it's the Curry's release of this, which is a re-release in a plain, I guess, do you think it looked like recycled paper? It's that sort of grey-white paper, which was just printed on top of it. It was like proper cheap. You can pick up a whole complete set of them. There's about 12 of them in total that Curry's gave away. Or not gave away, but they came with the Spectrum in the first place. But you can get these, and they're about 12. There's about 12 of them, and you can pick them up for about a tenner for the whole lot. I think I've got a complete set. It's where Nifty Lifty was as well. You got Nifty Lifty on that. It was quite nice, actually. Nifty Lifty, 1994, which was another one, because that was the future back then. It was 10 years of the future. 1994. What else was on there? There's quite a few titles, actually. Again, looking behind me to see if I could see it. No idea. Absolutely no idea. No idea what else there was. Obviously, Millionaire and a few others, but yeah, there was quite a few little titles that came on those. They were quite fun. We quite liked them back in the day. I think we quite liked them. And to be fair, we only had a Dixon's, and I had Curry's later. It was Dixon's was the big one. And then Curry's came. Was it Matsui they used to do? That was that brand, wasn't it, for their stereos? When everybody had to have a stereo, do you remember that as well? When everybody used to have like a stackable stereo with all the sections in it. And the really rich people had the little stackable sections, so you'd have a tape deck, and you'd have a record player, you'd have your graphic equalizer, your amplifier, your CD player if you were rich enough, and you were that towards the end of the time when CD players turned up. All those kind of things just built into it. I bet Sony did one with a mini disc as well. I can imagine Sony doing that. In fact, almost guarantee there was one with a mini disc. That was the thing, wasn't it? But then, of course, for the poor people, those who couldn't afford quite the whole lot, you could buy it as a complete unit. And it was like Amstrad made a fortune from this. This is what Alan Sugar did. He basically made cheap versions of it, made it in Taiwan or whatever it was, and then shipped them into the United Kingdom. And that was the case. It was really simple. To be fair though, in fairness to Mr. Sugar and his Lord Sugar and his things, the Amstrad CPC, although made to be a home computer that was easy for every man, I get that. They are pretty robust. I've got a few of them, and they really. You'd have to be going some to kill an Amstrad CPC. I always wondered. Actually, you know something? I never followed up on that. I can't remember who found one. I think it was Mark Fix's stuff. If you've ever seen his channel. And I'm sure Mark Fix's stuff, he actually got one that was found like in the side of a road in a ditch. And I don't know whether he managed to get it working again. I suspect it probably would have done, eventually. Not sure whether or not it would have been the complete machine or not, whether you had to replace all the boards and things like that. I don't know. I always wonder how far it goes before electronics has completely had it. But my Amstrad CPCs, they're rock solid. They're beasts of machines. They just work, like the Spectrum. They just work. They're beasts. So I don't know. I wonder how much of this stuff still works. I guess if you looked after them and kept them nice and dry, they were all right. I mean, I've got a Dragon 32 that I got from somebody, and they found it in their sort of garage. They weren't sure it was going to work. It didn't work. The only thing that's wrong with it is I think the membranes perished on the keyboard. But other than that, it was blooming perfect. Worked perfectly. First time round, no issues at all. Started, loaded, worked. Very, very nice to actually own a Dragon 32. I'd like to play with, the thing about it is I'd like to play more with more stuff that I've got. I think this is the problem, isn't it? You've got to get time to play with all the things you've got. I do my very best. I always feel when I buy games for things like on the PC and stuff like that, or on the Switch, I always make time to at least play it for a little bit. And by a little bit, we're talking 5-10 minutes, depending on whether it grabs me or not. But I always like to play it for a bit to see what's involved in a little bit of the gameplay. And I'm quite pleased to do that. I mean, but with a Spectrum game, you've got to spend 5 minutes waiting for the thing to load before you get anywhere else. A management game. What was that? Something ringing there. Was it on the game? Wasn't on the tape. You own a home computer and have written a program which you consider to be a sufficient quality to market. You are willing to put £500 of your own money into the project. The decisions are up to you, and these are directly influenced whether or not you will make to the top and become a millionaire. Press enter to continue. Do you wish to specialise in one type of program? No. You have 20 points to allocate to your program. A good program will consist of all of the following items, but you must decide which sections deserve the most points. All sections must receive from 1 to 8 points. Right. Eight. So I've got 20 points in total, so that means I've got 12 left. So that would be, between the three of them, that would mean I'd be able to put 4 into each of those. 4, 4, 4. You can market the program yourself or else sell it to an existing software house to get some more capital. Do you wish to sell? Yes. First time round. Who do I want to sell it to? I'll sell it to the one that's going to sell me the most. 4. Software. Right, okay. Program on the market, sales. Right, okay, do we do any sales? Progress in the charts, 1984, news, no news, enter. Decide on which of the areas you are going to work on this month. Programming, see Honest Harry, try to sell your products to retail sellers, convert existing programs to other machines, try to obtain a loan, sell out. Who's Honest Harry? Let's go see Honest Harry. Listen, Gov. I've got these 5 programs you might like. All good stuff and all that. All stuff that. How about I say 750 for the lot? No. Ideas. Each one of these ideas may be used to try and boost sales. A free booklet. Articles in paper, etc. No cost. Short second program on each tape. Push programs for reviews. No cost. TV advert. Papers and art. Number 2, please. Let's see if I make any sales. I have made no sales right now. None. Not a sale. Small, unimpressive magazine article. Terrible weather has brought the country to a standstill. Slump in sales of software. Brilliant. Try and sell your products to retailers. 3. Reviews. 4. So it's not actually what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be more like Monopoly than anything else. Have I sold any yet? I don't think I've sold a blooming thing yet. Slump in sales. I haven't even sold a thing yet. Number 4 for some extra cash. Oh, enter to continue. I'm not paying for any of that. I saw one! I don't think that brought me anything in, realistically. It hasn't even brought me on the top 100 there. I saw one. Computer fair, poor attendance, magazine coverage cancelled, terrible weather has brought... My God, it's harsh, isn't it? Practice my programming. Enter to continue. I'm not paying for that. Advertising. Choose how you want to spend your advertising this month. Let's spend £100 on advertising, number 1. Duplication. You can pay for the following amount per cassette for duplication. I'm going to pay 50p for duplication. I'd like 100, please. I'm not going to make $1 million, I don't think, in the first year here. It reminds me very much of a new venture. Wow, sold 2. Tape's still in stock. No, I sold 53. I've still got 57 in stock. I've got 2 programs on the market. I didn't realise that. Still not past the 100 point. Let's do some programming. Enter. I'm gonna do 0 advertising. I'm gonna do some duplication, number 1. I'm gonna do another 100. That's another £50, by the way. Oh, still got 77 in stock. That's fine. Not borrowed. I haven't borrowed anything yet. I don't know how much money I'm making though. I don't seem to be making any. Did I say? I mean, I sold it to that to them. Do I not make any more money from that? Still haven't broken through on that. Let's do some more. Convert existing 4. Enter. 1. 1. 1. Let's see what happens with Software House this week. Yeah, but how I'm not making any money. I still haven't broken through into that top number there. Sold 199. Try number 3. Enter. 0, 1, 1. Let's see whether or not we actually get into over the 100 the mark here. It would be nice to actually get off the mark. 95 sales this week. Brilliant. Utterly rubbish. I just seem to be losing money here. Sell out. 4. 6. Score 0. I've sold out. I sold out and I was rubbish. It's ringing. Oh, that was the noise I heard earlier. Hold the line, please. I'm holding the line. I'm holding. That's an old-fashioned phone, isn't it? There we go. We're back again to the same thing we were before. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. How about you? I quite like that. I quite like these things. These are good. Right. Let's do a basic and load it. This will be Trade Winds that's just rewinding in the tape drive. Trade Winds. I'm pretty sure this is Atlantis, this one. Atlantis? No. Arctic. Yeah, I'm so wrong. Do you know what? I was pretty convinced that these were all going to be that CCS or CSS. I was making horrible noises there. Dreadful noises. I've got a bit of sniffles now, unfortunately. Let's see if this works. Oh. I'm going to search for it because I want it to load. No. At least we know what it is. No, right, okay. Let's just go with, the PlayZX again. Let's get this in here. Right, let's get this in here. Well, to be fair, it's been pretty unsuccessful loading these. Let's have a look at this. Let's do trade wins, trade wind, trade space wind, trade. Oh no, it's not there. Trade wins is not there. That's rubbish. That's really rubbish. Trade wins. We've only got Trader and Trader 2. I've got one called Trader. Let's try this one. It's not the same thing, but we'll give it a try. Let's give this a whirl. We might as well. It's only got 36 seconds to load, so we might as well have 36 seconds worth of loading. Let's see what this is. Trade brackets. Bet this is how to do your stocks and shares on the Spectrum back in the day. ZX Computing 1987 Trader. Yeah, probably is. Probably is. I think ZX Computing was quite serious, wasn't it, in comparison to your Sinclair and Sinclair User and of course Crash. They were awesome magazines back in the day. They were lads mags, weren't they? Who is the captain? Me. Me. That's me. Cargo, destination, borrow from the bank. Right, okay, what do I want to buy? Oh, it's the same thing. Look, I can buy general, I can buy arms, I can buy silk, I can buy whiskey, I can buy opium. So I'll do want to buy. What do you want to buy? G for general, I'm guessing. And it broke. It broke. Number too big. It was a number it wanted. Let's just do run again, see if it'll work. Me. Let's do want to buy. What do you want to buy? Number 1. Number too big. It's a broken program. Can we just sail? Let's just see what happens if we sail. 3 to sail. I want to go to Bangkok. Storm! Half your cargo is lost. Well, I didn't have any cargo anyway, so there's no problem. Choose your option. I want to buy. What do I want? Can I type general? G for general. Nope, it's proper broken. Well, that was good. Anyway, that was a easy finish to the whole thing. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll be back next week with the 7th volume. I'll see you soon. Bye now.